possession after the big play. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
The pass on first down. Space on the stop. A big loss on the play. Brings up second down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Mustang 19. Ready?
That is caught. What a throw. Belton. Touchdown, Brkln. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chris Boswell.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big one right there. Pick up of 46 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
You got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack of the ensuing play, and go right back on track.
And he is out of bounds. That's a couple yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here's we start the second half.
Here's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did it. Great spot and a great run. First down, 1st and goal.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. It just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now, faking the give. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside red zone, the field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
They'll run with Achane. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on 3rd and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
And this will pay off. It is caught. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Oklahoma City. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The kick is good. Makes the score 33. Desperados 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Yeah! And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
This drive begins with a run by Tootin. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Buffalo, 18.
Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long.
79 Broncos. Chop 60. Chop 60. Let go.
Moving to his left. Looking back to the middle of the field. It is caught. A gain of 15. Well done. Facing 3rd and 14, they pick it up.
1st and 10.
So, a couple of 1st downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
Tag. Cougar 19. Chop alert. Chop alert. Let's go. Ready, ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. And that will be a first down
at the 39-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19. Cub 19, Cub 19.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First down. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Seven Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he'll run it.
The key to a good quarterback scramble like is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
79. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll try to run with Johnson. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, they clearly thought their best chance of barreling this across the goal line was to give it to the old fullback. But this defense was ready for it, and he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Josh Jacobs, touchdown, lose. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Throwing now on first and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. To the pylon, he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, Desperado. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. 8-10. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Kittle is the man in motion. He'll drop the throw. Under pressure, now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
14-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready, ready, ready.
Exiting the pocket right. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, look at this. It's a fake. They try to let the up man run with it, but he gets buried behind the line, and they turn it over on downs.
I'm sure the coach wishes he could have just called a timeout, because from the moment they lined up in that punt formation, the defense was expecting fake. There was nowhere to go. That play was dead from the jump, and that's a big turn of events here in this one.
This one caught at the 4.
Well, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the time. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Give on the ground. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
No gain.
Now a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. That brings up 4th and short.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ready? Viking 18. Ready?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
Brings up 2nd.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and
Here we go.
keeps this to a modest gain at best.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
3rd down and 9.
19 tight. 19 tight. Tag. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Let go.
Back to throw. Rolling to the left. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for. And we'll get whistles and a timeout. So they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
60 Maverick. Come on. Set. Hey, ready, go. Ready.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is incomplete. Now they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On the set. Here we go. Set. 60 back. Brkln 80. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL